Yeah, well, that's what yeah, that's the sales pitch that most people say. The majority of people, yes. If you're talking about, majority of people that haven't a lot of derangements, too much damage, yeah, it probably does work pretty well. But for a small minority of people, which tend to be mostly my people that actually have turned up to me because they haven't really got many good answers from others, yeah, it takes time and patience, and it's a multi-pronged attack. You got to sort of try and actually get the a lot of different things regulated properly. So it takes bloody time. It took me. See, I've had to go through some of these things myself, and so and it took me a couple of years. So, and most people don't want to hear that. They want to say, "Well, I want a quick solution." Well, I wish I had a quick solution for you. If every time I'd be a rich man, if I had a quick solution, it doesn't exist. When you've deranged your systems and all that, it takes time to fix a lot of things. And I've had to literally go through all this. Even my brothers, Sean and Kim, they went through the Ruteri. They did it for months. They did it for about 8 to 9 months, the actual stuff. And in the first 3 or 4 months, they started noticing improvements. And then by 6 and 7 months, they said, bloody hell, everything is different. Because they weren't aware that they had some pathogenic bacteria that were really out of control in their guts. It's only when, and these guys basically, they do sort of a low carbish diet. They don't do carnivore or anything like that, with a lot of cheats and stuff like that. So sometimes they swing back to the standard diet and do all that. So they're definitely not carnivores in that regard. They're low carbers with many times going back to a sort of a standard diet. But even they notice massive improvements with El Ruteri after those months, and they still are, even though they don't bite anymore. And they did kefir as well. I'd recommended kefir for them as well, and they saw complete reversal of a lot of things. So they are absolutely wrapped and actually very supportive of me on those improvements. But they realized, because they said, "How long is it going to take?" I said, "It's going to take longer. So keep going and stop complaining." Um, but they're my brothers, so I can talk to them like that. Sometimes you have to be a bit more careful with people. Strangers are going to just give you the finger and walk away, and you've lost them. So all I can say is, yes, patience and keep at it. It takes a while to heal. It took me 11 years to heal all of my damage from my cardiovascular days. You know, People don't realize, look at my fibrosis in my lungs. It was fully glassed. The next thing was cancer, was what my doctor was fearing. And now it's down to 18%. But it took something like 6 years to get to there on high doses, 6 grams of taurine to slowly break that fibrotic tissue down, and with fat soluble vitamins. A lot of us have got a lot of damage and it takes a while, but longer than others. Others have next to no damage and they can just switch over to a carnivore diet within a couple of months. They're fantastic, and they sing the praises, like Kelly Hogan and many, lose a lot of weight, perfect, no problems whatsoever. You know, Not all of us are that lucky, unfortunately. And not all of us have got the same genetic sort of robustness. There's a lot of factors.